In 2004, I went to Dotiu, which is one of the remote district of Nepal. One of my gynecologists showed me 2 cases of prolapsed uterus. I became very anxious. I was trying to find out what alternative I can do for these 2 girls.
About a year and a half ago, I received an email from this Dr. Joshi. And Dr. Joshi was asking for help to set up some sort of treatment program for roughly 600,000 women in the country of Nepal who are suffering pelvic prolapse, which encompasses dropping of the uterus, of the bladder, of the vaginal supports. My sense from exchanging hundreds of emails with Dr. Joshi is that these women receive very little medical attention. They're not really resting their bodies after childbirth, and they are certainly lifting heavy loads by any standards for the majority of their lifetime. And I sent him back a reply. I said, Dr. Joshi, I'd be happy to help you with whatever you need.
मेरो नाम नन्नगला गुरुङ हो, तर मेरो उमेर अहिले भएको 47. म 18 वर्षको हुँ, 18 सालको. 18 सालको हो, म 11 वर्षमा बिहे गरेँ मलाई. सन्तान भन्ने कहीँ छैन. सिर्फ 5 भाइ छोरा छ. अहिले मसित 9 छन्. 4 छोरी 4 छोरा छन्, तर 7 खेर गयो. 8 वर्ष भयो मलाई अहिले यो आङ खसेको. सबैलाई दुःख दिइरहेको छन्. कोहीको त ज्यानै गइसक्यो. यसले गर्दा धेरै महिलाको ज्यान गइरहेको छन्.
The Women's Health Foundation was contacted by Dr. Roger Goldberg, one of our board members, who shared with us his vision for this mission to Nepal. And we were really, really excited about the opportunity to affect change in women's lives in a place where surgical treatments and other types of behavioral treatments are non-existent.
The location that we're going to is probably among the most remote that you can visit. We'll hopefully have cell phones, we won't have internet, we won't have email. It's going to be a real adventure for all of us.
No turning back.
What we would like to do is to take the best of the techniques that we've developed and offer them to women in Nepal.
The first screen happens here, the second screen happens there, then they go to the operating room. And we're keeping a log as to who we've decided for surgery and not surgery.
What do we have?
She has a 2nd degree uterine prolapse, 3rd degree cystocele, and a 3rd degree rectocele.
The best idea is let's do an examination. We'll try our best to see the prolapse here in the clinic. Sometimes the symptoms only will be apparent when she's doing her activities at home.
When we talk about pelvic floor dysfunctions like prolapse and incontinence, we are painfully aware that there's this sisterhood of silence, that there are millions of women with these conditions that don't seek care because they're ashamed or embarrassed. The same thing is happening in Nepal, all around a condition that's so very easily treatable.
You just come here and you want to help everyone. Like, I wanted to help everyone.
I was trying to make every woman feel like we came all the way over here for her.
The bottom and then over top. I'm happy with what we have. We've got our basic equipment and I think we're ready to go. Clearly the ultimate goal is to get some local doctors trained who can perhaps establish a traveling program to start to address this in a safer way than they would have been able to do before.
Now, careful now, right? Okay, you're fine here, but don't start cutting in here.
Who devised this surgery?
Me?
Yeah, this one. This you devised or?
Yeah.
But prolapse, it says, is not much there. You
In the States,
yeah.
there's
you
a lot
don't-
of prolapse. It's not as severe as here, but there's a lot of prolapse.
We often hear from women who have prolapse and other pelvic floor disorders say, I felt like I was the only one. I felt so alone. And I think one of the things about this mission and about our efforts is that we really want women to understand that they are not alone.
I think the problem is just as embarrassing in Chicago as it is in Nepal.
I've seen patients in our own practice that are like, I didn't even know what a urogynecology. I didn't know I could have this fixed. We can do a lot in our own backyard as well.
How do we measure?
These trips rekindles a passion for medicine and for helping people and forces you to think about how to be an agent of a bigger social change.